Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Mr. Mohamed Azzam, board member of the International Association of Management of Technology. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Well, sir, what is the importance of organizing or holding the 27th edition of the Cairo ICT, and who are the entities who are participating in this conference?
Thank you for this question. Actually, this is the 27th episode of this very important event. And it has been there for the last 27 years. That shows that Egypt is quite keen to shed light on the importance and actually I would say the importance of such holding event. Actually, it's one of the largest high-tech events all over the Middle East. And you can find the government represented there, you can find the multinationals, you can find the large Egyptians or large Egyptian enterprises, you can find high-tech startups, so all representation is quite clear there, and I think this is very important to bring all the stakeholders together in such an important event.
Yes, so Mr. Azzam, also during the inauguration of the conference, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli have said that the Egyptian state is considering the information and communication technology a priority. It's a priority for the Egyptian government. So how did you read this statement?
This shows the Egyptian state is quite keen to use and utilize the technology to the maximum in every single economic and social domain. And of course, the ICT or the high-tech domain is the locomotive for any development that's taking place in every single sector within the community and the society, as well as the economy. So this is it's quite keen to present this by having this representation of very high officials coming to the conference and exploring the mutual opportunities between the private sector and the public sector in this very important domain, exploring the opportunity of cooperation between the multinational and Egyptian enterprises and Egyptian government for boosting and modernizing our ecosystem with respect to the agriculture ecosystem, the trade ecosystem, the manufacturing ecosystem, because ICT is always the main driver for boosting the competitiveness of such economic sectors. And of course, Egypt is actually is considered one of the most progressive countries with respect to utilization of technology on providing public sector. Actually, we are moving towards having what's called the GovTech instead of having digital transformation. This is the highest level of employing the technology in availing the public services online. So actually, this sector is the locomotive for any development now and in the future.
Yes, also Mr. Azzam, the conference have focused on several topics. Among them, a very important topic, which is the importance of investment in the field of ICT. So what are the most important agreements that we are expecting to be signed during this conference?
I believe we'll have so many agreements regarding what's called the data center businesses, which is a very important business sector now in the domain of ICT, because we are living in actually in the data era. And Egypt possesses a very unique opportunity to become a large player in this domain, because we have the location, we have the marine cable coming across the Suez Canal, So this one field. The other field is modernizing the trade ecosystem, modernizing the industrial ecosystem, availing more advanced, I would say, public services by utilization of emerging technologies, including artificial intelligence, for boosting the way, or actually enhancing the way we conduct business. And providing public services either to individuals and citizens, as well as to the small and medium enterprises. I believe that we'll have so many agreements that will cover modernization of both trade and industrial sector in Egypt, and of course having more infrastructure, more investment in the domain of infrastructure, as I said before, that include the data centers, that include availing high-speed internet to every part within the Egyptian state, even in rural areas. And of course, the training and knowledge transfer programs that will take place for equipping youth and fresh grad with the required skills and abilities to match with the 21st century job market.
Yes, Mr. Azzam, Egypt have now achieved a great breakthrough in the field of information technology. So what are the most important projects that Egypt have established in this field?
We have so many projects actually in this field, that's including we developed a lot of applications using the artificial intelligence to serve the healthcare sector, to serve the agriculture sector, to serve the manufacturing sector, as well as the public domain or the public offering sector. So we are working very aggressively and in this domain. Actually, one of the great things that we are developing such technologies by Egyptians, and using such technologies to boost the performance of the public sector while availing its services to the community. As well as we have so many projects that are taking place in the domain of availing high-speed internet to every single part of Egypt that's included in Haya Karima or Decent Life Initiative. We have also projects that are taking place in the domain of supporting the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Egypt, because we have great minds actually in this domain. We are witnessing a great number of and quality, not only number of Egyptian startups that are working in most sophisticated ICT domains, that including, as I said, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, cybersecurity. So this is actually so many projects that are taking place. It would take so much time to highlight the importance and the level of maturity we reach which concerns to this very important projects.
Yes, Mr. Azzam, what is the benefits of the ICT for the Egyptian economy? How would the economy benefit from the ICT projects?
Thank you for this important question. Actually, the ICT sector by itself is growing at 17%, which is almost 3 times any other economic sector. The contribution of ICT to our GDP is becoming like 5% now, and we're exporting like almost $5 billion of ICT products and services. And of course, without having a robust ICT infrastructure, without having a robust ICT expertise and qualified resources, it would be very hard to advance any other economic sector. So,
yes.
Sorry.
Yes, Mr. Azzam, so with the participation of more than 400 international and local companies are also participating, along with the 200 speakers during this conference, and also with the coordination and the participation of 5 Egyptian ministries. How would this create an opportunity of an exchange of expertise in this domain?
Because actually you have all stakeholders represented during the conference. So you have the government, you have the public sector, you have the multinationals, you have the large Egyptian enterprises, you have startups, you have expertise, or what's called technology geeks, this new breed of youth that are using technology to the maximum and doing great things, working actually even from home. So this is the great opportunity to have all such great minds all together. There is an opportunity to exchange ideas, to explore the opportunities for having mutual cooperation between different stakeholders. To this, the main objective of having such great event in Egypt for the 27th times this year.
Yes, so Mr. Azzam, what is the importance of focusing on the cyber security with a focus on combating the emerging threats of 2024?
Cybersecurity is becoming actually the concern for every government across the world, and even every enterprise, because the economic damage of cyber attacks is becoming beyond the imagination. Actually, you are talking here about almost 10.5 trillion US dollar, the cost of cyber attacks worldwide. So this is very important to build our local resources within the country for advancing such very important economic or actually domain within the ICT. So this is one of the main aspects of protecting our data. That's how we protect our businesses. How to provide a safe net for local and international enterprises to conduct business online. Cybersecurity is becoming actually the main concern for everyone. And Egypt has a strategy for cybersecurity, and we are witnessing a great development in this domain actually by so many startups, Egyptian startups, and actually they are attracting a considerable amount of foreign direct investment for this domain.
Yes, so Mr. Azzam, how would the exhibition or the conference cement Egypt's position as a regional technology hub in the whole region?
This is actually this is very clear, because this conference and exhibition has been there for the last 27 years. This is the first thing. The second thing is, if you look at the quality of products or services provided by the Egyptian enterprises, by the Egyptian government in this domain, it actually is very remarkable, and you can compare it and benchmark them to the international products and services provided by the very high competitive international enterprises. And of course, there is a part for startups. They have great ideas and they have great product and service, high-tech based products and services, and this is another opportunity for attracting high-quality investment, either domestically or regional and internationally. And especially the domain of startups is one of the most promising domains for attracting investment, and they has not been affected by the global economic climate, even with the crisis in Ukraine or even during COVID. Actually, this the sector of startups is always witnessing remarkable growth, doubling from one year to another, and this applies for Egyptian startups as well, from the perspective of the numbers and the quantity and the quality of investment.
Yes, Mr. Azzam, the Chinese companies during this conference have organized, and also the organizations of the Chinese companies will be featured in three expensive pavilions in the exhibition or the conference. So how will this boost the Chinese investment in Egyptian market?
Actually, China is becoming one of the most progressive countries with respect to high tech all over the world. And of course, having this size of Chinese exhibitors in Egypt this year, in this episode, this actually will avail so many opportunities, especially in the most sophisticated domains within ICT. That's including the next generation telecom system, the next generation computing system, the quantum computing, the cybersecurity, the artificial intelligence, and actually Chinese are quite excelling in this domains and becoming very competitive and even more advanced compared to so many Western-based ICT companies. So having
Yes.
such quantity and quality of Chinese exhibitors, this simply will open doors for many opportunities that we need to focus on. We need to build a robust kind of partnership that allows also Egypt to have a sort of knowledge transfer, because
Yes.
part of the knowledge transfer, this actually the knowledge transfer is a vital part if you would like to becoming a regional or even international player in the domain of ICT. So this is an opportunity we need to grab. This is an opportunity we need to work on and strengthen the ties with the Chinese counterparts.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Mr. Mohamed Azzam, board member of the International Association of Management of Technology. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I want to be back with you.